The film opens with two lifeguards, Cindy and Brad, looking for a place to relax before heading home to a dark water park. Meanwhile, a stranger attacks them with a shark machine and brutally cuts them into pieces. Sometime later, the newly graduated students of Valley Hills High School arrive at the same water park, which we know as Wet Valley Water Park, where they hold their graduation ceremony. Upon arriving, a student named Phil begins bullying the members of the high school band called the Blades. The argument quickly escalates, prompting Alice, the organizer and student of the trip, to intervene. She announces that partying at Wet Valley Water Park is a tradition and thus begins a wild celebration. While the teens are busy doing some weird teen stuff, the band begins setting up their equipment on the stage. They seem genuinely disappointed to see the small stage, since they were promised a large one. The water park's caretaker, Conrad, comes up to them to introduce himself. As he talks about the park, we are shown flashbacks to the pool underneath the giant water slide, which leads to accidents and deaths. Josh, one of the band members, refutes Conrad's claims that the water park is life, as he has heard reports of several murders in the area. Conrad refutes such rumors and cryptically warns them to be careful. Meanwhile, Priscilla, one of the lifeguards, is hosting a car wash to raise money for graduates to study in Paris. As the car wash begins an erotic show, another employee, Tommy, suddenly comes in asking about his girlfriend Kim. Priscilla orders him to hurry up. We cut to Josh, who is tuning his guitar when the aforementioned lost Kim shows up. Their awkward conversation makes it clear they have some history. Kim tells him that she now works at the park after dropping out of Valley High School. Tommy interrupts their sweet time and orders her to follow him because he's hungry. Later, some idiots, drunkenly going down a water slide, have an accident in the pool. The ambulance arrives for medical help, and Priscilla's husband, Paul, gives them free passes into the park to keep the doctors quiet about the accident. He tells Conrad not to empty the pool and to clean up the mess quickly. On the other side of the water park, Alice is chilling with Slim and Chad, two other apparently low-key members of the band. They see Priscilla walking by and comment on her attractiveness. The first bastard, Phil, reveals that she was an alumnus. Slim adds that she has sex with a guy every year. Slim tries to approach her, but gets a call before he can talk. The man on the other end turns out to be Josh's father, Michael, who was seen listening to Josh's voicemail in an earlier scene. Josh has asked her to come to his graduation ceremony and also told her about his plans for the weekend. Priscilla and Michael plan to meet for dinner later. While Alice is doing cocaine in her room, she receives a call from Paul, who informs her of the accident. Their conversation makes it clear that Paul is having an affair with the teenager. As Tommy and Kim pass by, the scene focuses on Josh and his bandmates. Slim and Chad ask Tommy for help in checking their equipment. Tommy initially refuses to help them, but eventually agrees. As the three leave, Josh kisses Kim. Kim says that Tommy will kill them if he finds out, to which Josh replies that he will kill her. While Josh and Kim are enjoying this sweet moment, her father is also playing his own game with Priscilla. Although Priscilla notices Michael's disdainful attitude towards the waiter, she chooses to stay silent. Michael, who has no sense of decency, begins to eat his lobster in a disgusted manner. He compliments Priscilla, to which she responds warmly. At the water park, Conrad asks Tommy about Kim and laughs at Tommy when he says he always knows where she is. Well, it turns out he doesn't know where she is, as we see Kim and Josh having an intimate moment in the shower. Simultaneously with this sexual drama, the other students are enjoying a wild party full of colors and fluorescence thanks to Alice's illicit affair with Paul. With the party in full swing, Alice invites the Blade to their special performance. Josh and Kim have returned from their secret rendezvous, pretending to be in different locations. When the Blade begins their concert, Phil shows Josh and Kim's secretly filmed sex tape. Discovering the sex tape, Tommy rushes on stage to punch Josh. The one-sided fight turns so violent that other employees intervene, so Tommy is fired. As the teen cheating drama reaches its climax, Priscilla also discovers Paul and Alice's affair. Paul denounces her by mentioning her dinner date with Michael. Angrily, she grabs Slim and leaves. Meanwhile, Chad, whose name is misrepresented throughout the film, is helping Josh to his room when Michael arrives. Josh and his father have a heated argument. Michael arrogantly asks if Josh wants the water park, as he plans to buy it. Alice overhears the conversation and runs to inform Paul, who is badly drunk. He doesn't take Alice seriously and accuses her of being too drunk. The drunk man accusing a drunk teenager is a sight to behold. They don't reach any coherent conclusion to their argument, causing Alice to angrily leave. We follow Chad relaxing in the bathtub, but his relaxation is broken when Kim barges into his room to hide. Kim admits that it's understandable for Chad not to remember since no one even remembers his name to begin with. Josh arrives in her room while he's comforting her. Josh and Kim leave her room to hide somewhere together. That night, we see a man cutting off the bottom of the slide and inserting two sharp blades in the shape of an X into it. The next morning, while Michael is checking out the water park before buying it, he is attacked by a stranger. No plea or compromise can save him from his ultimate fate, and he is shot and killed in a gruesome manner. He still manages to escape, but finds the closet containing the lifeguard's body parts from the beginning of the film. Eventually, he is killed just like them. In an unrelated scene, we see a child with an injured leg playing with sand at the water park. Although he complains about his injury, his mother pays no attention. While playing, he finds a portable music player. Later that day, the students prepare to enter the annual competition called Sea Snakes. Although Conrad sees some blood on the ground, he decides to ignore it and continue with the competition. On the other hand, Paul, who has been looking for the lifeguard since the opening scene, finds Priscilla flirting with Slim. Cursing at her, he tells her to finish talking and get to work. While the registered teams are preparing for the competition, psychopath Tommy shows up unannounced. Despite Priscilla's reluctance to let him compete, Paul allows him. Well, if he wasn't such an untrustworthy and insane abuser, his proactiveness could have saved the students from further trouble. Tommy sees water leaking from the slides and realizes he's been tampered with. He rushes to stop the competition, but faces futile interruptions. In the end, the sea snake starts anyway, and this results in a lot of bloodshed and guts. Paul and Priscilla are the MCs of the competition. Paul explains the game. On 3 identical slides, teams of 3 members will race against time. The fastest team wins $500. As Alice's team and Josh's team prepare to race, Tommy interrupts again and claims to have seen holes in the slides. He reminds them that it has been 35 years since the murders in Wet Valley. As expected, no one believes him, and the sea snake finally starts, and so do the murders. While Josh's team and the other team with the goths reach the pool safely, Alice's team was unlucky and chaos ensues, and the kid from earlier is seen smiling at this horrific scene. Conrad, who is near the pool, witnesses the carnage and tries to contact Priscilla. At the same time, Priscilla's transceiver starts malfunctioning, causing miscommunication. Unaware of the accident, the husband-wife duo continue with the competition. Though Tommy tries to stop the competition once again, the other students push him down the slide, which unfortunately was equipped with a blade. When one student is afraid to join the competition, Priscilla urges her husband to complete the team. Meanwhile, Josh climbs up the side of the slide to warn the other students. Seeing Paul fall down the slide, he tries to pull him out but is unsuccessful. In the pool, badly shaken, Conrad struggles to find someone to turn off the water. He yells at Kim to do the job. As she goes to turn off the water, she falls face down on Michael's body, who has a mouth full of money. She screams. Josh and Conrad rush to the platform to warn the students. The students, flying high like kites, do not pay heed to them, instead they are pushed down the slide. The entire pool is painted red with the remains of the students. A telecom operator reports the massacre and the pool is soaked in red. In a later scene, Josh and Kim are talking to a lawyer who tells Josh that his father has bequeathed his entire estate to him. The lawyer urges him to confirm the last unfinished real estate, the Wet Valley Water Park. Next to him, Priscilla mumbles words of consolation, but as she looks up, a triumphant smile comes across her face. It is revealed that Priscilla was the mastermind behind the whole incident, and flashbacks show her father being murdered at the water park when she was a teenager. The film ends with Priscilla smiling at the screen. In the middle of the credits, the little boy who found the portable music player earlier emerges from a pool of blood, reminding Priscilla of her teenage years.